Hey, how's everyone doing today? This is Dan at DC Daily Comics and Entertainment. Alright, so I just want to say, I got you suckers. I tricked all you guys into thinking Savitar was Eddie Thawne when I knew all along it was Barry. Like, come on, guys. It was so obvious. Like, Savitar told Barry last night. Like, I told you from the start, I am the future Flash. No comma. Or you could put a comma in there. Don't matter. He's the future Flash. Like, duh. I'm just kidding. I thought it was Eddie. Unfortunately, I can't say it was a month-long April Fool's joke, even though I'd really like to. Actually, when they showed Wally in the wheelchair, I was like, "Oh crap, my video is wrong. Like this is totally the future Flash story." But to me, that was just too easy, and I really hope they didn't do it. But I gotta say, I kind of like it how they're doing it and where I think they'll take this. I mean, future Barry Savitar, Time Remnant, whatever, he's an evil looking dude. Like, it didn't even look like Grant Gustin at first. I was like, who the hell is this guy? I was like, oh, wow, that's Barry. All right. All right, so let's get to it. We know Barry is Savitar, but we don't know the how or the why yet. Well, I do, but some of you may not. I mean, I know my facts weren't confirmed last time, and I said they were confirmed. Well, this time, these are facts. These are 100% facts. I mean, what I said last time was facts. It just was wrong. I mean, everything I said was actually true, and it was a resemblance of the comics. It just, they pulled the rug out from underneath of me, basically. Anyway, so yes, this is a future version of Barry, but I think it's more complicated than just that. Some people are saying it's future Barry who just turned dark over time. Others say it's the Time Remnant from the end of Season 2 who we thought sacrificed himself. Well, it's not. And he did. It's neither of these, actually. So we know from the Once and Future Flash episode, at some point, Barry will create Time Remnants to help fight Savitar. We also know from what future Barry tells Barry, Savitar will kill all of them. Mostly. See, he said mostly, or almost. I forget which one, but basically meaning one of them will not die, and this Time Remnant will become Savitar. At this point, we already know the timeline is changing at least a little, unless future Barry lied to present Barry. He didn't know who Savitar was, even after he locked him in the Speed Force. I think he had to be lying, though, and I believe Future Flash knew who Savitar was. He probably just realized, like, alright, this Barry doesn't know yet. He's going to find out very soon, so there's no point in me telling him. Plus, how do I tell him that we are Savitar? That's just a hard thing to break to myself. But in the reveal last night, Barry ran off and started saying, "I'm here," knowing he is Savitar, and he would know he's here because he lived it. Well, how would future Flash / Savitar have lived this and 2024 Barry not know who he was? He must have, but decided not to tell our Barry. Alright, so now that's out of the way on the Savitar. I believe Savitar wasn't created, and by Savitar I mean Barry didn't create Time Remnants in the original timeline until after Iris dies. See, Barry will witness Iris die, and that's when he begins to detach himself from everyone else, eventually leading to emo 2024 Barry. After he begins to isolate, he starts doing everything he can to stop Savitar. And after some time, he decides to create Time Remnants, thinking he can win by outnumbering Savitar. Unfortunately, Savitar kills all of them, but one. This one he breaks, physically and mentally. He scars him on his face and emotionally. Realizing the Time Remnants didn't work, Barry turns to Dr. Oh, crap. I forget her name, but the doctor who creates the Speed Force trap. And with her help, Barry A is our Barry. We're going to say Barry A is our Barry, and Barry B is Savitar, or the Time Remnant at this point, okay? So, but anyway, with the Doc's help, Barry A traps Savitar in the Speed Force. Meanwhile, Barry B is recovering from his injuries. I believe Barry A knows Barry B is still alive, but hurt. This creates a problem, though. Because, well, you simply can't have two Barrys living in the same time. Honestly, I don't know why the Black Flash hasn't killed Savitar yet. Unless Savitar is just too powerful for the Black Flash to kill. I mean, it seems like something like if he was going to go after Eobard Thawne on Legends like he did, because he shouldn't have existed, I feel like he should be going after Savitar because he's technically a time remnant and he shouldn't exist. But maybe he's just too powerful. I don't know. Or the Speed Force is teaching Barry a lesson. Like, you created this, you got to deal with it. Excuse me, sorry. I mean, we did end last season like that with not the Black Flash, but the Grim Reaper Johns, and they came and turned Zoom into the Black Flash. So I don't think they would do that again with Savitar. It'd just be an easy way out, and fans would be pissed. Anyway, realizing both Barrys can't be here, Barry A is the original. He's the one that created a copy of himself, so he's obviously the one that stays, and Barry B must leave. Barry B at this point is completely broken, though. He's witnessed Iris die, he was beaten and scarred by Savitar, and now he must leave his home, his time, and everything and one he loves. Not knowing where to go or what to do, knowing he will eventually become Savitar. So he sets off learning to master the Speed Force and achieve his true potential. He has nothing left to live for, or to tie him to reality and keep him grounded, and over time, I can only imagine what his journey to become Savitar looks like. Like Joe, like Joe was saying last night, without all that love and us caring about each other and family, like, who knows where we would end up. Like, anything could happen. The worst of the worst could happen without us. Like, and that's what's happening to this time remnant. He's isolated, he's alone, he's lost. So then one day, he realizes now's the time. I must set in motion the events in which allow me to become Savitar. And that's when he originally attacks the Flash, like in the original timeline. He, attacks the Flash, and it's just like, it's an infinite loop. He attacks the Flash, he gets trapped in the Speed Force, he's pretty much stuck in the Speed Force. That's going to keep happening over and over again until Barry creates Flashpoint, he gets out the Speed Force, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. Like, when I think about it, all of it, there's just so many moving parts, it makes my brain hurt. What I don't get is why earlier in the season, Savitar said, "You took everything from me, and I'm going to take it back." But he's not really. I mean, at least it doesn't seem so. It just seems like he's doing what he's doing to create himself, because I guess Barry felt that power, felt what it was like to be a god, and is just so demented and deranged, and he just needs to become Savitar because he wants that power. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't seem like he's trying to take his life back. But who knows? Unless he decided he's had enough being a god, like enough being Savitar all the time, and wants to create himself by pushing Barry to make time remnants. Then once he does, just kill the real Barry and take his life back. I mean, that's a possibility, and it would explain why Savitar kept fighting Barry after he creates the time remnants, so he can kill him in the original timeline. But before Savitar was able to kill him, he was trapped in the Speed Force by Barry. So when Barry created Flashpoint, Savitar decided, okay, we'll go back a little further in time, and we'll try again. I don't know about that part, though. I mean, he might not have went back further in time. Maybe this is exactly where he came the last time. I'm not sure. Alright, so what do you guys think? Not just about this theory, but like everything. How do you feel about the Barry is Savitar reveal? Yay, nay, maybe? I mean, honestly, I'm probably the biggest Flash fan ever. I could tell you guys everything and anything Flash related, from the comics to the shows and animated movies. And I don't know. I mean, I think when it's done and said, this season will make a good story. In whole, anyway. But I just can't see Barry so evil. Even in Future Flash, he was just trying to fix his mess ups and fix time. In the show, he's just dark, evil, and deranged. I feel like it's a mix between Zoom and Barry. You could even say season 2 did a little foreshadowing, with Zoom always telling Barry they were the same and more alike than Barry thought. That Barry easily could have become him, and Barry's like, oh, I could never be you. Wrong. I guess after enough bad, it's true. He could become him. I don't even think, I don't think even Zoom could see a Barry time remnant would get exiled and turn evil. I know some of you are going to say, dude, it's not a time remnant. It's future Barry after 2024. It's not. It can't be. It ruined the show because even if Barry locks him in the Speed Force like before, it would mean eventually Barry will still become Savitar. And after all the good he does throughout the rest of the series, it doesn't matter. Because he'll still turn evil and get locked up forever. So no, they won't do this. It gives them an out. Like, yes, it's Barry, but it's technically not Barry. Barry isn't destined to become Savitar. A copy of Barry is. All of this will be explained on the show in more depth next week, but I figure I'd just clear a few things up in the meantime. So please leave a like, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I run a restaurant and I got a little side hustle I do. So I haven't really gotten any new videos up, but I have been working on a bunch of scripts. And over the next week, I'll finish off a few of those videos and get them out. Once that first video posts, it'll be 1 or 2 new ones a day from there on out every day. I just spent a lot of time on a Dr. Manhattan DC Rebirth video on what we know like so far and how Dr. Manhattan and the Watchmen fit in. I got that, and then there's a who's the fastest Flash and who's the most powerful Flash video. That's like a really good one. I think you guys will like. There's a lot of like opinions on that. Let's just say I did a lot of research. I went into the comics. Like people will tell you, well, Wally's faster in the comics because he outran Death, the Black Flash, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's true, but Barry, he outran the Black Racer for 20 years. And while he was gone, he was just running the whole time. And the Black Racer and the Black Flash, they are different, but they are technically the same. It's kind of complicated. So, and then there's Bart, Bart's a freaking G. He's done things that nobody else has ever done. So I'm not going to ruin the video and tell you guys who the fastest is and then who the most powerful is. They are 2 separate people. So I do, urge you guys to check out that. Also, while I'm urging on that, I urge you guys to check out my Prometheus is Working with Helix video. Because after last week, we'll know more tonight. But after last week, I'd say it's safe to say I'm on the money with that one. Everything points to Prometheus is working with him, including the EMP bomb that just blew up the Arrow Cave. So check that out, guys. All right, well, this is Dan with DC Daily Comics and Entertainment. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.